And we are live. What up? What up to everybody in the building? I'm one half of the Black Balt Sports Podcast. We rocking out on this Thursday morning. Now tomorrow we're going to be live. I don't know exactly what time yet, but hopefully I can get Sandman over here. If not, next week we'll definitely be in studio. You can see the new studio. Put it together. Pretty much done. Backdrop is done. Maybe another light. Got a camera. Right now I'm actually my iPhone camera. You know what I'm saying? But we back like we never left. Nothing. So shout out to y'all, man. All the people that will see this later on. So yesterday, I talked about, you know, the Jalen Hurts, the racist aspect of the Jalen Hurts slander, and it ruffled a lot of feathers, as I knew it would. Um, you know, and my saying is when you throw that, and Malcolm X actually said this, when you throw the rock into a pack of dogs, the only one that yells is the one that got hit. Meaning, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But if you pop up in my comment section, if you trying to justify, what we already know it is, you're guilty. And the video did what it was intended, to do, because a lot of people take that off the table when it's very much on the table. And as my man said yesterday, it set the table, so it's always on the table. If that's not you, it's not you. But obviously, it is you, because you had to run over here and jump in somebody's comment section and, try to excuse yourself. But we see what it is. Even today, nobody's trying to control what you're saying, but just know we're going to spank your fucking ass. Every time you get out of line, we're going to spank you, son. Just know that. When you get out of line, we're going to fucking spank you. But nevertheless, let's talk about Dan Orlovsky. I'm liking the way this is looking. I'm really liking the 3D effect. I'm liking it back. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. And it's an iPhone camera. It's an iPhone camera, which is dope. But anyway, Dan Orlovsky said this today. Let me share my screen, man. Hopefully, StreamYard cooperates today. Hopefully, y'all can see that. All right, so let's play this real quick.
What's going on with Hurts is so disingenuous and disrespectful to Jalen Hurts. And I'm not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. All this dude does is literally everything that everybody begs every other quarterback to do or knocks them for not doing. This dude is 51-14 since 2022. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. He's been the MVP essentially in both. He was the MVP of the Super Bowl last year. All he does is win. All he does is be obsessed with football and winning and doing what's best for the team. And we're just finding ways to knock him or take shots at him or report about this about him or that about him. We heard this stuff last year about him being disliked in the locker room. And he never wavers. He never flinches. And it's this constant attack. We kill guys. Joe Burrow, does he win enough? Dak Prescott, does he win enough? Matthew Stafford didn't win enough in Detroit. Josh Allen doesn't win enough. He can't win the big game. Lamar Jackson can't. All the Hurts does is everything that we beg for those quarterbacks to do.
That's right.
And all we want to do is kill them because it doesn't look the same way or the way that we want it. And I've done it before in the past as well. I don't understand why we are obsessed with trying to knock Jalen Hurts right now when he does the only thing that people actually care about.
Winning. And that's funny, right? I hope y'all heard that. I really hope y'all heard that. I really do. I really hope y'all heard that. Every day is something. And the key thing that he said there, it don't look the way we want it to look. What is up with that? Like, are we serious? We want to keep talking about the passing game. We want to keep talking about throwing over the middle. He keeps winning. That's the object of the game, is to win. No matter if it's 10-7 every fucking week. if it's 40-2, 40-7 every week, as long as the man finds a way to win. But we want to criticize him every which way to winning. Even when he wins, he gets the criticism. Now, this whole thing about AJ and Jalen is overblown to me, man, because at the end of the day, you're going to have issues with people. Jason Kelsey was just telling the story today where him and Lane didn't talk because he ain't like something Lane said. They ain't talk for like a whole offseason or a whole season, something of the sort. This happens when you got 60, 70 guys, an organization with 200 people. Everybody's not going to get along. Why are we overblowing this shit? Like these guys ain't dominating the league. Like these guys haven't been unstoppable for the last 3+ years. Why do we keep doing this? Why? Why do people all right, maybe it's because of the views. If it's because of the views, okay. And the clicks, but y'all ain't even getting views really like that. You're not really even getting views like that, but y'all continue every day. And then the people who try to say, we can credit, look at your fucking timeline, you prick. Look at your timeline, dweeb, dork. These guys' timeline is Jalen this, Jalen that. Jalen took a shit. Jalen took a piss. Jalen did this. Jalen's percentage this. Jalen. Now, I get it. Heavy is the hair that wear the crown. Criticism comes. But you criticize him for bullshit. This man is a fucking bona fide winner, bro. A bona fide winner. And that's why I had to put race on the table, because what else could it be? What else could it be? You're not talking wins. You're not talking Super Bowl. You're not talking all pros, Pro Bowls, MVP. What else are we talking about? Because he keeps doing that. He keeps winning. You know? So I got a call coming through, of course, so I'm on live, but I'll get back to it in a second. That's all the man keeps doing. That's all the man keeps doing. And so Dan Orlovsky, who's been very critical of Jalen Hurts, finally just came out and said, like, this is getting ridiculous, yo. Old players, secret faggot players on a team. If you got a problem with Jalen, go man up and say it to Jalen's face. You leaking shit to the media. Like Jason Kelsey said, I bet y'all love winning the Super Bowl. I bet y'all love winning 24 out of the last 27 games. Y'all love that shit, though, right? He's the only quarterback that can't struggle. When other quarterbacks like Burrow or Josh Allen or what's the man in Tampa, Baker Mayfield, have a bad game, nobody says nothing. They sweep it under the rug. No videotapes come out, no scrutiny. Soon as Jalen has a bad game or two or three and wins, everybody got all the criticism in the world of him. It's like, all right, I get it. You get criticized in this position, but it is to the point where it's overdue. It is too much. It's every day. It's every segment. Some of these shows, you try to give them a chance, but they got the same questions every fucking day, bro. The same stupid host asking the same stupid questions every day. They don't even know sports. They don't even know football. The one guy was saying today, well, what if we had Dallas's offense? What if we had Dallas's offense? Look at our offense. Look at our team. We have won more than anybody else in the past probably 5 years in the NFL. Been to the Super Bowl 3 times in 10 years. 2 times with Jalen Hurts. What are we talking about? That's my question. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, it didn't look pretty, but they sweep the 38 points under the rug. They sweep the perfect passer rating under the rug, right? It's always yeah, but he got a perfect pass rating, yeah, but is this sustainable? Are you a dumb fucking fool? Hell yeah, it's sustainable. Oh, what a margin of error. The margin of error in the playoffs for everybody, if you been watching a play, if you actually know football, If you actually know the sport, it's razor thin for every team. Rarely do you see a team blow people out. Oh, the Eagles blew out the Commanders in the playoffs. Oh, the Eagles blew out the Chiefs in the playoffs, right? Oh, okay. And people keep talking about the Rams game. Oh, the Eagles, they almost lost. You know why they almost lost? Because of the fucking defense, you dumb fucks. Do you remember the game? Do you remember the game? Because the offense had us up 13 points with 4 minutes left. 13 in the defense, let them march down the field twice. What are we talking about, bro? Y'all don't know this shit. Y'all act like I know it. And all y'all do is regurgitate shit that people say online. Well, they almost lost to the Rams. Why? If it wasn't for Jalen Carter, yeah, the defense shit the bed in the last 2 possessions. They let him go right down the field in the snow. The offense did its job, had enough points for us to win the game. Against the Packers, made enough. Jalen made enough points for us, made enough plays for us to win the game. And then we went to Washington. Washington came to us and we destroyed them, scored the most ever points in the playoffs. I'm not worried, bro. I'm not worried. If anything I'm worried about, it's the play calling, right? The play calling and the scheming. That's what I'm worried about more. I know Jalen can do it. I know he can make every throw. I know he can read it in defense. I know he's going to make the play. I'm worried about the offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. That's what I'm worried about. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching these games. I'm like, yo, he can't really, his sequence in the play, he don't have a feel for when to call plays. That's the real issue here. And this whole scheme open thing, people just, you ain't got to scheme open a fucking AJ Brown, bro. He's an all-pro receiver. He should beat the guy that he's on. You ain't got to scheme open a Devontae Smith. What are we talking? It's just these buzzwords that people use because they just regurgitate what they hear on Twitter, but they never been on the field. They never even coached football. What am I scheming? You against him, you fucking beat him. There ain't no scheming in that. Now, if you're talking about bringing somebody in motion and giving them a free release, that may be scheming them open. But at the end of the day, you got to get open. You're an all-pro receiver. You're getting paid $40, $30 million a game. You better get your ass open. And you better catch the ball when I put it up to you. What are we talking about? So, yes, I'm glad even though I know Dan Orlovsky is going to jump off the bandwagon next week, I'm glad he said it this week. Your Burrow never won shit. Your Josh Allen never won shit. Your Lamar never won shit. Yeah, maybe they may, sooner or later. Stafford had to leave Detroit, right, to actually get something. So all these people that you put that's supposed to be so much better than Jalen Hurts, how come they're not elevating their team since they're so much better and they got a better skill set and they can make every throw and they can read defense so much better? How come they're not elevating their team to win the Super Bowl? The only one that's been able to done it is Patrick Mahomes. How come these people can't beat Patrick Mahomes in a big game? But he's so limited. This one guy in California that'll never come to Philly. If he do, he probably have security. It's talking about how Jalen Hurts is the least talented quarterback, but he got a Super Bowl MVP, a Super Bowl ring, been to the Super Bowl twice. And if you want to say, oh, he was carried, all right. But in those clutch moments, when he has to drop back and make those throws and and then people say he don't make tight window throws. That's how I know they're just dumb. I just got to keep it buck. They just don't know. Because all you got to do is turn on the tape, dickhead. Turn on the tape, and you can see him making numerous tight window throws all the time. You can see him throwing over the middle all the time. You can see him throwing on a run all the time. You can see him doing he's made any throw that any quarterback has made in the NFL. Newsflash. I'm not going to sit up here and have to do a video about it. I'm not putting that much energy into it. So that's what I keep saying. Like, the criticism is unwarranted. If this team was losing, I wouldn't say a word. There's nothing I could say. But they're winning at a historic rate. At a historic, I mean, it was 10. They collapsed, but it was 10-1. Last year, I think they was 8-2. This year, they're 8-2. Since Jalen Hurts just took the helm, this team has been doing nothing but winning. And he's a major reason that is. He drags Devontae Smith and fucking Greg Ward to the playoffs, bro. One thing people are going to, they can say a lot about Jalen, but one thing you can't say is he ain't a fucking winner. You can't say he ain't a winner. So keep on with your narratives and what you want to keep attacking and this and that. And we're going to keep on spanking your ass. We're going to keep spanking you. Every time we're gonna put BTA. Every time it's time to put belt to ass to media members, we're gonna keep putting belt to ass. That's what we're gonna keep doing, right? We're gonna keep correcting the narrative. As much as you hate this man, I don't know what it is, right? I don't know. I just don't know why people hate the man so much, right? If he's too quiet, you don't like that. He's too loud, you don't like that. He sits in a press conference and he's a consummate professional, a consummate leader, and he keeps getting attacked. A consummate leader continues to lead this team. Guys talking shit about him in the locker room, back AJ Pillow talking with motherfuckers. All he does is lead, bro. So I'm good with it, bro. I'm done with it. Like I said, when I gotta come through and put belt on one of you dudes, I'm gonna put belt on one of you dudes. I'm gonna put belt on one of you dudes. All of you dudes and you media guys. It's a new sheriff in town, baby. I'm out of here.